What's up, people? It is your boy Focus. Let me get you tuned. What's up? What's going on, man? We back, man. So I want to go right into the video, y'all, man. I'm gonna be doing these videos quite often. These are the ones where I'm just gonna dive right in the video. I'm not going to interact much. I am going to interact, but I want to dive right in, get to the point of what I'm doing, and get off. So it's not that I don't want to interact. I just don't want to create just regular videos and put them on. I don't have time to edit. Okay, so we're gonna dive right in. So you see the title, you see it. 5 ways to create and flip a loop. Right. So I want to start off by saying there has been a lot in the world of music going on with loops. I saw something the other day where Justin Bieber is in a situation with his producer that used a loop. And, Emmanuel, what's going on, my man? Welcome to the stream. But there is a issue with his producer and using a loop that 3 other people used. So 3 other people that we know of. So I wanted to do a video because I wanted to show different ways that you can be creative with what you're doing and making sure to stay ahead of the stay ahead. Are you going to sample vinyl? No, I don't have vinyl. I don't have one. I'm just going to take a loop and I'm going to show just 5 different ways that I usually, myself, that I usually do with loops and how I try to stay out of trouble with them, if that makes sense. And what I want to talk about is that you have places like Sounds and Splice and all kind of loop packs and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with it, but you have to use it in its proper way. Now, in the actual lawsuit, technically they probably won't get anything. I don't know how that go, because when you go to a loop site, they say that they're royalty free. And so, who knows? Yeah, Output Arcade, man. Yes, dive into that, bro. And that's why Output Arcade is so dynamic, is because you can take stuff in there and you can flip it in all kind of different ways. And it's not often that you and somebody else will have the same pattern or the same little whatever. And so Arcade is dope for that reason. And so it allow you, and that's not even in my 5 list. Arcade is not even in my 5 list, but that is another one. I wanted to just show some ways it can do, because I know some people cannot afford Arcade, and that's cool. You got to start somewhere, but there are loop packs out there all the time. So we're gonna jump right into this thing, man. The number 1 way is to cut a loop up. So I got this loop here, and this is from Sounds, and this is under the Brianna Marin, I think it is. Emmanuel says the harmony would need to be examined to see if any infringement took. I know, man. Here's the thing. The thing is this, like, the time that it takes away from the creative process to deal with that scenario is just a waste of bunch of time. And man, it can go so many different ways. I don't think that they're going to win anything in the case, because it's Splice. The actual creator of the loop is not the one that's trying to sue. It's people that have used that loop before, and then somebody else use it the exact same way almost. Man, I've heard it. I've heard the song and I've heard the other songs. they use the loop the exact same way, which is just placing it on and letting it play. And so they probably won't win anything from this because they don't have legal rights to the loop itself. So, yes, V Frazier, yes, Sounds and Splice are royalty free. Yes, they are. And that's why they will probably that's why they won't win. This is why they won't win, because they're royalty free. The person that created that loop is the only person that can do anything. But they have given the rights to that to Sounds or Splice or whatever. And so when they do that, just because you're the first one that used it does not mean that you can get copyright infringement on it, because it's not yours. it's Splice's loop. And so, you just, there is no way to win, but I don't want to spend time dealing with that. I just don't want to spend my time fooling with that. I'd rather be creating music. So the way that I stay away from that is to take something, let it be inspiring, but flip it. Flip that. Emmanuel said flipping it is the art itself. Yes, it is, very much so. That is from the old days. Hip hop old days would take samples, they take music that's already created and they chop it, and you see them chopping. That's the art form of it. Yes, but you have to use it under your manipulation to change it. Yes, you do. You do. Jay-Z used Lapswoon, Logic, and absolutely. All of that is correct. And so, Jesse from Sync My Music is the video that I saw that he plays all 3 tracks, and they all use the loop the exact same way, which is they just took it, put it on a track, and then build around it. And one of them sped it up, the other one slowed it down, the other one may have pitched it one or two pitches, but it was the same exact loop. And so I want to throw some information out there, how to not have to deal with that at all. All right, cool. So let's go. Thank y'all, man. Emmanuel V. Frazier, man, I appreciate the convo. That's what this channel is all about, is bringing out that information that people need to hear. So here we go. So I have a loop here. This is, like I say, this is from sounds.com. This is Brianna. I think her name is Brianna Marin. Really, really dope artist. She has some really dope stuff in here. She got some dope stuff in here. Really dope stuff, right? So I'm just gonna use this one. Right? Yeah, I believe people are using loops to increase productivity. Yes, they are. And there's nothing wrong with it, because everybody can't play. Everybody don't know music theory. Everybody don't know how to play, and it takes time to really do that. So loops, I'm not against loops. I've never been against them. I've always used them. I've just tried to use them. The more I learn, the more I try to use them in the ways. My boy Valley D, what's up, my man? What's up, dog? My boy Valley D. So here we go. All right, number one is what did I say? So number one is just cutting up the loop, right? So I have this and these are progressions, right? So let's say I take this and I may cut at every bar, right? And so I'm gonna chop this up like this at every single bar. So I may take this out and I may duplicate this and then reverse it. So something like that, right? Or I can do I could probably take this. Let's pull these out here. Take this and do this one. I'm gonna reverse this one also. Reverse. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all of them and let's pitch it down like 6. Let's see, this one says so I'll do like a probably take this off and let's just stretch this out to here. And then I'll take this and do that again. Probably let's do this again like this. No, wrong one. This one, do it again. But here, I'm gonna cut it like here. And then probably maybe take the front of this like that and put here. And then that way it'll maybe like a maybe twice maybe. And then maybe put this one at the end. And then now you have a loop. You got a whole nother loop. Let's go. Let's add it up to, let's make it 120 BPM maybe. And then like that. So now I flipped it from, which one is that? Beneath, I think beneath something. Yeah, so it's beneath. It started out like this. Dope sample. Just the way it is at 90 BPM. It's in a G. And so now I switch that. I don't know what key it is in right now. But now I flipped it though. So I flipped that whole thing to a whole nother thing just like that, right? I flipped the whole track. I flipped that whole thing. So now I would do this. It's not common that someone would use this the exact same way. And so that's the idea of this whole thing. How do you deal with the click? H power at the start. So I would do like a fade, like cross fade. Let's see. So let's do a do auto fades. Or increase the attack. Yeah, you can do that too. So that's a little bit more cleaner. Now I would make sure this is super clean. I'm right now I'm just doing this for the video, but that's how I would do that. That's one way that I would do that, right? So let's go to another one. Let's go to Mickey Shiloh. I am for your love. I am for your love. right? And so I'm going to send it to sample 1. Now, the first way that I'm going to show y'all is playing with the time. All right. So what I mean by that is this is at 120. So I'm just going to play with the time. This in here, you can do follow song tempo. And so, what's up? Glad to be back in the stream. Antone Wallace, what's up, man? Thank you for joining the stream, man. Thank you for joining. No, we talking about these loops, bro. We trying to flip these loops out, right? So now this is at 120 BPM automatically. So I probably would change that. Just depends on what's going on. So let's say, let's see what it sounds like first. Let's say, let's see. Are you gonna play? What are we doing? Did I do it? Right. Hold on. It's supposed to be playing. What am I doing wrong here? Y'all give me a second. One shot. Nope, I just want one, but I want it to play as a pitch. Ooh, let's see. This looks stupid. Now I've been doing this all this time, and I don't know how it resets. You should add 1 bar kick snare in the background. Did I mention? Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely do that. You can definitely do that, Emmanuel. You can definitely do that. Antone say he never used samples before. Man, look, I say this, bro. I say try all kind of ways of making music, man. And I say that only to say, I only say that to say this is that this thing is bothering me because I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, the reason I say that is it just gives you a different vibe. Like if you've never used samples before, like I use samples or I use loops or I use whatever. But sometimes I like to get in here and play and just see what I come up with. It's just different ways to come up with different whatever. It's different ways to come up with different vibes, different tones, different things. You can accidentally come across anything. And I highly recommend accidentally coming across stuff all the time because there's times I accidentally come across a lot. And when I do, oh man. Like this is getting on my nerve because I can't. I don't know what I'm not doing here. This should be playing somewhere. Yes, it sounds good to your ear, and you're having fun. You're already winning, absolutely. And that's the whole thing about it all is just having fun, bro. That's the whole idea is just having fun. This is really getting on my nerves though because I don't usually. Man, I hadn't used this in so long, bro. Let's see here. Root. We're going to go here to C1. And then I don't know why this is doing it. Tell you what, here's how we're going to do this whole thing right here. I'm going to bring it over here like that. And then I'm going to send it to sample 1 like that. It's still doing the same thing. I don't know why it's doing that. You know how many times I've did this and it's never done this before? It's only doing that because I'm on here and I'm trying to get it done. But anyway, playing this in a sample like this is really getting on my nerves. Thing is, I've used this all the time and it does not do this. I personally use Serato. You know what, man? I have seen Serato and I have never used Serato. But there's people that I know that use it. I use them. I never use sample. Oh, you never use sample one? Yeah. I use it all the time, man. It's just not working for me today for some odd reason. I don't know what the deal is. I drag stuff in here all time, and let's see here. And this thing is let's see. Nope, it's not working either. I don't know, but anyway, I'm not even finna worry about that. I'll tell you this. Let's do it like this then. Let's do this. I know one thing that will work. You can use anything that's a sample player. You can use and play it on tone, like on beat or off beat. So those are two other ways. So if I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna just go this route right here. Let's go to my girl Mickey Silo.
Paying for your love, something in what I'm drinking. Paying for your love, something in what I'm drinking. Paying for your love.
Let's go ahead and do that. So now I can. So now I can play this anywhere. So you can play it like that on, excuse me, on time with your session or off time with your session. You just never know what you come up with just playing around. So all of those, man. Right away, I know that higher pitch was dope. That is dope. Now that I would use for sure. So number 2, my machine metronome isn't syncing up with Studio One. Hey, I don't know, bro. Are you using Studio One 3 or 4? Are you using the latest one? Like, which one are you using? Antone. So the first way we did it was we chopped up the sample and just made different pieces with it. Number 2 is playing with a sampler on the beat, and number 3 is playing with a sampler off the beat. So off the timing. And so off the timing will give you these different these different timings of the actual sample or loop itself. So if you play it lower, it's slower, but when you play it higher, it's faster. So or you could just play around with that. So those 3 different ways. Number 4 is reverse the whole loop, right? So if I take this, let's take another one, man. Let's take let's remove that. Let's mute that. Let's mute that. Let's go to my guy Snipe Young. Snipe Young, my boy. This is my guy, man. This dude is so dope, bro. All right. Let's say you take this. Studio One 4. I don't know, man. It should match. It should sync up perfectly. I don't know, man. I don't know. I would check, just check some different things on it and see if we can get it working. I really don't know. I haven't had that issue before. So I would check if it's in like slave mode. I know that sometimes that have something to do with it. Are you using a machine as a standalone, or are you using it as a plug-in? So I'm gonna take this sample here and I'm gonna just reverse it. And that's a whole nother vibe. I can take this and let's say if I pitch this down 7. Who knows? I don't know. Dude. That's crazy. So you can take that and use that and throw it high pitch, low pitch, whatever. Reversing it. Plug in. It used to work. It just stopped. Yeah, man. I would check with like Studio One, man. I know. I have. I've heard a couple people with different issues with the latest update. So I would definitely check with their support, man. I would check with their support, and that could definitely well be what it is. I have not ran into the issue yet, and I use machines sometime and sometime I don't. So it's just one of them things, bro. I would definitely hit up that support, bro, and see what it is, man. So yeah, so you can reverse it. So the first way we chopped it up. We used different things. We did some reversing in that, but we played forward with most of it. The second way was we played the loop out on time. The third way was taking that loop, playing it out off time. That gives you different movement on it. So the last final way that we're gonna do is pick parts of the loop. So if I took let's do another one. Let's go to Tiffany Gucci. I think that's her name. All right, so let's take this one. Let's take this. So I take this part right here. Just this part here. Let's see if Sample One gonna let me play it right now. Are they gonna still? See now it's working. See that's what I be talking about. Now it works perfectly fine with all. I don't know, man. So all I want is that one part, right? And I'm now I could do this off time where it does that, or I can do it on time. Right? So I'm taking a piece of the loop, just one piece of it, and I'm going to play that across the board. Now, normally what I would do, depending on what key that's in, so this is in A. So what I normally would do is pitch this to where it falls within C, and then I'll just play it as a piano or whatever you want to call it, but I would pitch it down to C, then throw it into a sample in sample one, and then play it like that. So those are 5 different ways that you can flip a sample. You can flip a loop or whatever the case may be, and make it your own to where it's just you. The art of it is you yourself playing with the different tempos, the different loops, whatever you want to call it, but it's you playing that and making it your own, and that's what you want to do. Let me catch up on thing here. Let's see, plug in. Nope. Yes, Serato sample is a must try with a free trial for 15 to 30 days. Okay. I'm going to try it out. Yes, never look back since Serato. Okay. All right. Y'all got my attention. I'm going to try it out. I got to try it now. So just, yeah, y'all got me on the path of it. I'm going to definitely go and try it. But that's my 5 ways. Man, y'all watch yourself out there, man. Just be creative. Music has changed. I think the era of trap music is leaving now. And I think it's going to go back to where you have to be creative. You have to be in your own lane. And I think this is a good way to do that, even as producers, making sure that we are being creative, care about your craft enough to want to be in a lane of your own. And I know it's been a lot, man, with the trap era. It was a thing where everybody sound the same. It was just the same music over and over and over again. And that's not to knock trap producers. I'm just saying it was a thing that was here and now it's leaving. And if you don't know how to be creative, if you don't know how to make music, you're going to struggle with this thing, man. I've been doing this for a long time. And if you look at the artists and the producers or whatever that make it, you know, a long time, like the average artist career is like 3 years, I think it is, or something like that. But when you have the ones that continue to do it for years and years and years to come, if you look at the history of those people, they're in a lane of their own. They make their own music. Missy Elliott, great example. Missy Elliott has a style that nobody, they can copy it, but they'll never do it like she does it. Timbaland and Jay-Z's and Kanye's and all these different people, they're in their own lane and they make their own music, stuff that make them happy. And it's not a trend. They make music and they evolve over time to continue staying in their lane. And that's what you have to do, is continue doing that in order to stay relevant. With, you know, the music that I do, I work with a couple artists, and I've gained this thing of being able to create their sound, like a sound for them personally, like a sound for their brand. And that's what I've tried to do over the years. And I'm not a big time producer or anything like that, but the artists that I work with are happy with the product. At least they're happy with the product. And man, that right there is everything to me. I don't have to be known. I don't have to be a top producer. I don't have to be any of that. What I do is I get and I make my music and I have fun making my music, and I'm cool with that. I make my little money with it and it's all good. Like I don't have to be in the charts and all that. I don't have to be famous. I got into this because I love making music. And so I take pride in being different, or I take pride in creating different styles and evolving and trying to find the next, you know, the next whatever. And anybody have access to do that. Any producer, any artist, any whoever has access to create their own sound and do what they do. I was talking to my guy the other day. We was in a session, and this guy turned me on to a guy named Tame Impala. And Tame Impala is under the radar. They're not in the lights and all of that, but man, Tame Impala has a fan base, a strong fan base, and they make really good music. And Tame Impala is his own sound. It's his own thing. He makes his own kind of music. And that's the thing that's gonna keep you in longevity. You know, trends come, trends go. But if you can stay creative, if you can stay, if you can push yourself just a little bit farther, to just try different things and see what works. And really, it's all about finding the perfect artist for the music that you create. A lot of times you create something and somebody may say it's whack. Somebody may say they don't like it. But you'll come across, if you keep pushing it out there and paying attention to artists and what they're doing, somebody will like it. Now, I'm not saying that every track you have is marketable. What I'm saying is you have some that just have different sounds. And if you can push that to the right artist that fit that sound, they'll like it and they will pay you for it. And they will continue to come back to you because you have a sound that they can't get nowhere else but you. And that's what the goal should be as a producer, is having that sound that if an artist that has that likes that sound, they can only get it from you. And that's how you get paid in this game. I just broke y'all off some free game right there. Man, I gotta give a big shout out to all of y'all, man. We hit 1,000, baby. We hit 1,000, man. When I got into YouTube and doing this, I never thought I hit 1,000. I never imagined 1,000 people subscribing to this and actually liking it. I just got into it because it was just what I wanted to do. I have fun doing it. I don't have a marketing plan or anything like that for this. I just do it because this is what I like doing, man. But I hit 1,000 and I'm appreciative. Thank y'all. Every last one of y'all, man. I got to do something, a giveaway or something here soon to celebrate 1,000 people. So we got to figure something out. It's definitely going to be something for the producers, something that you can use. We got to figure that out though, man. We got to do that. I'm going to think of something and we're going to do us a giveaway for hitting 1,000. And I'm going to do another one at 5,000. I'm going to do another one at 10,000 and 20,000, then so off and so on. But, man, I was just excited. I got the email and I was like, dang, I hit 1,000 subscribers, man. That's what's up. So shout out to y'all for that. But I'm about to wrap this video up. I got some work I got to do tonight before I go to bed. Is that all that I was saying? Y'all be on the lookout, man. Y'all go look up my guy, Rocky Morningside. This is a guy, an artist that I've been working with, and follow him now. There's a lot. Me and him, every song you hear from him, I produced. Well, there's 2 that I have not, but every other song that you will hear, I've produced it. We've been working side by side, hand in hand, and we are coming up with some really crazy stuff that we're about to be doing. So we're about to be theatrical with this thing. So we're about to do a whole lot with his music and really just be creative. Have fun being creative. Do that. Just don't look at it as a business just for 1 second. Just for 1 second. And just, one night out of the week, just have fun creating. And whoever, if somebody get it, if somebody buy it or whatever the case may be, great. But just have fun. Just have that moment. Never forget to have fun creating your music. And never let it entrap you to a point where it's not fun anymore. It's about the business so much to that you're not having fun. So yes, be business minded with what your brand is, but just have fun with it and really enjoy what you do. Let's see. Valley D say the name again, Rocky Morningside. I'm gonna type it in the deal here. And some people are going to like it. Some people are not. And that's okay. It's something different. Something that we took pride in doing. And he has his own style. He has his slang. We're from Louisiana. So he has his Louisiana slang when he raps. And it's not even really rapping. I don't know if I can really call it rap. But I can call it music. We do music, man. And so right now, we just released the last song, Heart-Shaped Glasses. Every song that he does has a meaning to it. It's about something. It's a story that he encountered or a story that he lived or something. So all of his music is very life enthused, if that's a word that I can use. I don't even know if that's a word or not, but it's life enthused. It's his life on music, stuff that he's experienced himself. So if you see the song, you hear the lyrics in it, it's something that he has experienced. And that's the fun part about it, is taking his life and putting it on music. We meet every week and we're coming up with all these different creative ways to continue pushing more music out. So it's fun, man. It's fun. It's art, and that's what we do with the art of it. So I think that's it, man. I just want to say thank y'all again for the stream tonight. I wanted to come on and I wanted to get right into it. Y'all will see. I'm gonna be doing some more live streams throughout the week where I'm just gonna do the video. I'm not gonna be communicating or anything like that, unless that's what y'all want, man. I have people that hit me up all the time that's saying, they don't want me to do that. So I don't know. If y'all tell me y'all like the communication, then I'm going to just keep doing it. Because like I said, I want to do what y'all like, but I'm here to have fun with it. So I'm not going to be pressured into doing anything, because this is just my channel and I'm having fun doing this. So I'm not going to get wrapped up in the business part of it. There's business that has happened from my YouTube page, and I treat that as such. But as such as the channel itself, this channel is gonna be about fun, man. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna make some music. We're gonna be creative, and we're gonna have a good time doing it. That's just what the channel is gonna be about. It will not be a serious. I got to be whatever. We just gonna have fun. This is my channel, man. This is me. I'm not gonna fake for nobody, man. So you can always come here and find realness, because that's just the way it's got to be, right? I'm gonna get more organized. Like tonight, I had written down what I wanted as far as the topics, so I'm gonna get more organized in that realm of it, just so I'm not on here blabbering and not knowing what I'm doing or not knowing where I'm going. But other than that, this is just gonna be a fun channel. Sometime I may get on here, and I know Output drop. They drop stuff, and then I have stuff that's coming out on Output, and Arcade. And when that happens, I may get on here and not know what I'm gonna do then. So I'm not gonna have anything written down. I'm just gonna come on here and have fun. Continue to communicate. Thank you, Antone, Wallace, and my boy Valley D. Shout out to all y'all, man. I will keep doing this then, bro. I will keep doing this, man. And the reason I'm saying it because, man, look. There's a lot of information that I have, and I will spit that information because I don't want to hold it. I do have one-on-one sessions, those cost, but I do have one-on-one sessions, and I have them quite often. I've been getting a lot of people from out of the country, man, and I had a guy that I met with, it's been about a week or two ago. We did a session, and he's from the Netherlands or somewhere like that. So I do have one-on-one sessions where I actually charge, but there's information that I put on here all the time that is just good food for thought. So if anybody ever want to do a one-on-one session, hit me up, man. Hit me up. We can definitely, I'll share all the information I got. Especially if you want to do like film, TV stuff, man. There's stuff that people don't tell you about film and TV world that is just the difference in getting heard or not getting heard. So it's detrimental to know certain stuff when it comes to film and TV. Let's see here. Respect. Valley D, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, man. Respect to you, man. I got a movie that I just did some music for. When it released, I'm gonna come on here and let y'all know about it. Y'all can hear the other side of my music that I do. I love film and TV music. I love it. It's a whole nother thought process when you're doing it. I really love it. But this is the first full movie that I've done. I didn't do all of the music on the movie, but I did music throughout the movie with another guy that I'm working with. So as soon as I can talk about it and as soon as it's released and I can tell you where to go see it at, I'm going to tell y'all about it. Go check it out. It's a really good movie too. It's about how to deal with people that has substance abuse. And so I thought it was a really good depiction of what not to do in dealing with people with substance abuse. They use substance. People are hurting and they want to just feel better. And there are certain things you have to do. And this is why I love this movie. It's a really good movie that I did. I'm really honored to just be a part of it. It was the first, I got a true glimpse of what it's like to produce a whole movie. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hours of putting music together that fits certain moods, all the way down to like gritting teeth or stuff like that. So Antone says, I would love to get into movie music. Bro, set up a session, my man. Set up a session. There's so much information. It's information that if you don't have it, most libraries won't even listen at your music. It's just the way it is. In that world, they don't really sugarcoat it, or they don't really waste a lot of time. You just got to know what you're doing when it comes to that. And a lot of times it has to do with how good your music is, but most times it has nothing to do with how good your music is. It just has to do with other stuff that come with that. So hit me up, my man, and we'll set up a day, bro, and have you some pen and paper with you. That's all I can tell you. Have pen and paper with you. Man, I'll tell you this, man. I have a success story with that, and I'm going to get off of here, man. I've been on here long. But there's a guy that I met on, I think he came across one of my YouTube videos, and he's in the Netherlands, bro. Another guy in the Netherlands. And our time is like completely different. So I had to like wait till the weekend to do it because he's like 7 hours ahead of me. So like now it's about to be 10 o'clock here. It's like in the morning where he's at. So our time is like way off. But young guy, really talented producer, and I gave him a lot of information that day, man. The guy took off, man. He had he went from not getting any placements, and I ain't talking about film and TV. I'm just talking about with artists. He went from getting none and to now he's getting booked, and now he's going to studios and stuff like that. So it's just a lot of behind the scenes stuff that people don't talk about. And if you don't know it, artists, music libraries, A&Rs, all of that, don't even look your way because there's so many producers out there, and you just got to stand out in certain ways. There's certain ways you got to stand out, and figuring out how to do it for this group and this group and that group, because it's not always the same. It's different, and you got to have your antennas on to know where it's different at. So yeah. So yeah, man. Hit me up, bro. Hit me up. FocusOnBeats@yahoo.com. FocusOnBeats@Yahoo. I still say Yahoo. FocusOnBeats@gmail.com. Just hit me up, bro. I'll type it in, and if you want to, that's cool. If not, that's cool. I'm not, I'm just here trying to spread the love. Took a long time to learn it, though. That's the only reason I really charge for it. I don't charge a lot, but I'm saying the reason I charge for it because it took a long time. I heard a lot of no's, man. It took me 3-4 years to learn this information, and there was a lot of failure and a lot of no's, a lot of that's not what we're looking for, a lot of maybe next time, a lot of you gotta make your drums bigger, a lot of all kind of stuff. It took me, like I say, about 3-4 years. I really just started really getting my real placements end of what was last year? Last year was 2000. What were we in? 2020, 2019. So the end of 2018. I talked to a guy that is in the business, and he just broke down a lot of stuff for me, and I had to pay the man for the information. So, and I paid for a couple classes on it, paid for this, paid for that. It's a lot of information, though. It's a lot of information. It's like certain stuff that everybody looks for. So definitely. So I'm getting to work. I got work I gotta do. Man. So that's what we're gonna do. So man, look. Peace, bro. I love y'all, man. Like for real. Love again. Thank y'all for the 1,000 subscribers. We're gonna get this thing going. Peace.